Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. What's going on, guys? Now, fresh off of his win against Alexander Brand, Andre Ward, he recently came out. He made an interesting quote in regards to his style. I don't agree with all of it, so that's kind of what I'm going to break down in this video. But I'll read to you guys what he said, and these quotes are via BoxingScene.com. So as always, shout out to BoxingScene.com. They stated that Andre Ward stated the following in regards to his style and how he sees himself. He says, I quote, "I think I'm a combination of Floyd Mayweather, Bernard Hopkins, and Roy Jones Jr. That may sound arrogant, I'm just saying, but those are the guys I really studied, and that's who I have in my style, and obviously Andre Ward. Virgil style mixed in with all those guys. I can fight on the inside, I can get rough, I can be flashy, I can do certain things when I need to. I can be really systematic like Floyd and break a guy down. So I think I'm taking something from all three of those guys. At the same time, I try to stay true to who I am and be myself. If that makes sense. I try to be formless, like Bruce Lee said. I don't have a style. What I need to be is what I need to be." So, but one thing I can say about Andre Ward is the guy never lacked confidence. So that's what got him as far in boxing, and along with his confidence. Bernard Hopkins, I can see that comparison a little bit. I would say, as far as just his fighting style, Bernard was one of those guys that would tie you up and kind of roughhouse you on the inside. Floyd did it as well. With the way Andre does it, kind of just I see a little bit more Bernard there than Andre. He also has some of those cerebral subtleties that Bernard had, especially when he feints. It looks a lot like Bernard when he feints and then jabs. So I can see the Bernard side of things. I could see even a little bit, not completely, because I don't think he's anywhere near as athletically gifted as Floyd Mayweather is, especially if we're talking like younger Mayweather. But I can see the Floyd comparison because of how he takes away certain things from fighters, and how he like, especially not now, because he doesn't really do this, he really doesn't do this now, but he did this when he was winning the Super 6. So Andre Ward of the last 3 fights that's been fighting on the lab doesn't really do this, but the Andre Ward of the Super 6 did this a lot. He would hit those angles, and he would shift, and he'd turn you, and he'd punches. Those kind of things, especially the way he hit angles, those subtle things remind me of Mayweather just a little bit. But the last person, Roy Jones Jr., I know he studied that guy, but there's nothing about Andre Ward's style. Okay, nothing about Andre Ward's style that even looks like Roy Jones Jr. Maybe there's subtle things that I don't see, but nothing looks like Roy Jones Jr. For one, Roy Jones, when he fought, was the way he fought. He fought with his hands down. He was awkward. Roy was awkward. People get lost in the athletic ability and power, but Roy was an awkward guy when the way he fought. Unparalleled speed, unparalleled power, reflexes. Even Andre Ward, I would say Andre Ward in his prime couldn't match that of a Roy Jones Jr. of let's say 2002. We'll say prime Roy Jones. They don't quite match up. So yeah, I don't really see that, because Roy was a much more active fighter. Roy was much more powerful. Roy had blistering speed. Andre Ward at no point in his career, even when he won the Super 6, he had good speed, but it didn't have blistering speed. There was a distinct difference between good speed and blistering speed. Andre Ward never had blistering speed. So, to be honest, and you know what, in the quote, I'll give him credit. He did acknowledge a little bit that he did acknowledge in the quote that sounds arrogant, and I'm sorry, man, Andre, but that is arrogant. Like Roy Jones Jr., I don't know where you got that from, but I just don't see it. If someone out there who sees something in Andre Ward style that reminds them of Roy Jones Jr., maybe I'm hating, but I don't see it. I really don't see anything in that style that's Roy Jones Jr.-esque. And really, to be honest, it's not really a knock on Ward. It's just Roy Jones Jr. is not found in like any other fighter just because of the way he is, the way Roy would hit angles, the way Roy fought. You know, if you go watch the James Toney fight, there's that one moment where he kind of like does that thing with Toney where he's like this, and then Toney plays around him, does it too, and then Roy does it again, and literally he throws a punch starting from the floor and freaking clips Toney in like his freaking forehead and knocks him to the canvas, like stuff like that. Like you don't see a lot of fighters land accurate punches with those kind of punch angles, and Andre, you know, even like I said, even in his prime, you know, he hit the angles really well, but he wasn't. There weren't angles that there weren't angles like that. They were more like your traditional angles. You know, I move your head, I slip, I come here, I move over here, I come up top. Like there were more of the traditional sense. Roy was just so against traditional boxing that's why I can't see anything that from a style in Andre Ward's style. So I don't get where Andre Ward got on comparing, but I just want to get this out there. I thought it was interesting, and yeah, let me know what you guys think. Andre Ward says that he is a combination of Roy Jones Jr., Bernard Hopkins, and Floyd Mayweather. Do you see any semblance of all three of those guys in Andre Ward? If so, leave your comments down below. If you think I'm hating about the whole Roy Jones thing, you know, tell me why. And if Andre's style, anything in it is remotely similar to Roy Jones Jr., maybe I'm just not seeing it, leave that in the comments, and I'll take a look at that as well. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Take the time to subscribe, and you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Dania. So until next time, take care, guys.